Now, I didn't think I would make another video about G4 Media and Miss Frosk, but it seems that events keep unfolding. There's a little bit of e-drama that I would like to address. The difference of thinking between the Quartering and the Yellow Flash. So a little bit of context. Miss Frosk from G4 Media, who doesn't like drama, by the way, she really doesn't like attention, decides to put on a provocation for YouTubers to talk with her. And she gives a number to her agent, which some YouTubers like Vera Dark actually did try to contact her, but apparently the number she gave was fake. So that's interesting, it's like, oh, why don't YouTubers talk to me? Oh, well, no one wanted to reach out. No reasonable person. Yes, Vera Dark didn't try to reach out. She actually made a video pointing out how contacting her agent didn't work. But apparently, maybe the Quartering got a hold of her. Alright, so the Quartering wanted to have her on his channel, but the Yellow Flash didn't appreciate that. And he didn't appreciate that because, from my understanding, the Quartering doesn't want to be confrontational with her. He just wants to have an interview. And the Yellow Flash doesn't like that and wanted to have the Quartering come up on his channel so they can talk. But the Quartering said that Yellow Flash is just fishing for super chats, so he doesn't want to talk, and they had this spat between each other. And I think I can understand both of their positions. I'm going to be the fence sitter here and explain to you something. The Quartering is operating his channel like a business. He's not interested in the culture war. He's not trying to do anything. He's a business. He's a businessman. So, yeah, I mean, in his channel, if he gets someone like the Frosk lady, then he's going to make more money. He's going to make more viewers. He's going to make more super chats. Meanwhile, the Flash and other people like him, and myself included actually, we're more interested in the culture war because we actually want to see good entertainment. We want to see when video game programs are released that they're actually about video games and not drama. So we would prefer if we could actually change the industry for the better, like Anita Sarkeesian did, for example. So we would not have Frosk on our channel in a non-confrontational manner. Absolutely not. We would be very confrontational. Like, how dare you stigmatize our friends and our community and call it sexist? Who do you think you are? Why do you think my mother and my wife are sexist? That would be probably the first question that I would ask her. Secondly, what makes you think you have the right to lecture people who didn't do anything against you? So I'm watching G4 Media, I'm watching about video games, and all of a sudden I get this rant, this tangent where you insult my friends calling them sexist. Like, who do you think you are? How difficult do you think your job is? You're literally paid probably more than $3,000 a month to sit there and talk about video games. Is your job that hard? Do you think your job is more difficult than a truck driver? Is your job more difficult than someone that lays bricks? Is your job more difficult than a doctor who has to tell the parents that their kid is dying from leukemia? No? Then why should I care? And that's a good point. Why should I care that she is getting mean tweets? Does she care that I get mean tweets? Probably not, because I get them all the time. So why should I care about her? Why is she bringing her drama into my space? She is an entertainer. I want to be entertained. If you can't provide that, find a different job. I don't send her mean tweets. I don't encourage people sending her mean tweets, so I do not care. And I look at the Quartering going, it's like, oh, of course, it's not okay for her to get mean tweets. I don't care. Okay? I do not care. What happens to other people, I do not know on the internet. If they're having a problem, they should fix it themselves. You have a trust and safety council. You can use the block button. You can use the mute. You can report. When I watch a show about video games, I want to get video games. Just like Frosk, when she watches a show about feminism, she wants to get feminism. She doesn't want to get video games in her feminism show, now does she? I assume. So because of that, I would not watch the Quartering interview with Frosk. There is absolutely nothing you can do that will get me to click on it if he says that he's not going to be confrontational. There is no value to be had there. For me, the audience. It's just like if Kotaku would have her on. I would not click on that. I am not interested. If it's not confrontational with a person that insulted the entire gaming community, millions of people she insulted and stigmatized and stereotyped, if you're not going to confront that person, there is nothing of value in that video. No clicks, no watches, nothing. End of the story. That is the correct way of having it. So, hopefully Yellow Flash and the Quartering will make up, because I don't think it's constructive for YouTubers to be against each other, especially not in this day and age where the terms of service is supporting corporations and brands at the detriment of independent content creators. The last thing we need is for independent content creators to be upset and not on speaking terms with each other. The Quartering is having his business, he's doing things differently. That's fine. You can't get everyone on your side. The idea that it's either with us or against us is not something that I support. However, with that said, that also doesn't mean you have to watch the interview that he has with that lady. If it's not confrontational. Oh, if it's confrontational, I'll watch it. Of course, I want to see confrontational. I want to see him reading the super chats and asking her questions. I'd love to see that. Confront away. What is the point in getting someone... if you're not going to be confrontational when that person is insulting your community and your friends. And is insulting you in your face as well. Absolutely no reason. So, yeah. Now, I am a fan of gatekeeping, a big fan of gatekeeping, because I see progressives gatekeeping. Like, for example, Peter Dinklage just gatekeeped little people from getting jobs at Hollywood. So gatekeeping is great, it seems. Perfect. This is what it means to gatekeep. Don't watch any interview with this lady. In fact, that's why I'm not watching G4. I'm not going to watch anywhere where she goes. I'm not sending harassment. I'm not doing anything. All I'm doing is ignoring her. Zero money, zero time, zero energy from me. She's not entertaining. There's nothing to gain from it. There is absolutely zero to gain from watching anywhere she appears. So that is my message. That is what I recommend to people. Hopefully the Quartering and the Yellow Flash are listening to this video and they can bury the hatchet. And by the way, I kind of understand why the Quartering doesn't want to go on the Flash's show. I mean, yeah, it is for super chats, let's be honest. I mean, you can talk with the Quartering on Discord. You know ways to contact him. You don't have to actually have him on a stream. Especially when you have other guests on the stream that agree with you. I mean, come on, man. Like having him like, 1 versus 4 or 1 versus 5 guests all agreeing with you. I mean, there's no way that anyone would do that. Like, what's the advantage? If it's a one-on-one, just have a Discord chat with him, like talk offline with him. You can do that. Talk in private. If you want him on, it is for the super chats. Like, let's be honest. And people do have a right to say, yeah, I don't want to come on because I don't want you to monetize me like that. Okay, fine. Have the conversation offline if you really want to talk with man.